Hi folks, Kevin here. Well, it's June 20th, 2017. It's been 2 weeks since my first video recording of this compost pile behind me. This is the one, about a week ago I posted another video called Hugelkultur Terrace and doing vermicomposting. And in that video I explained the source of this material, that there's a great deal of dirt and stone in it, more so than usual. So much that this is the first time I feel like an absolute failure trying to get this up to temperature. We need to get the temperature up to 145 degrees. I'm sorry, I'm in a dark little spot over here because the winds have been so high. Now it just calmed down. Awesome. So I decided today I'm going to turn the pile. Got a little bit of the garlic scape caps from Thea's processing yesterday, getting those frozen. But the temperature is only up to about 125 degrees. Not warm enough yet. But because we're going to get more rain and all, I decided I'm going to go ahead and turn it. It's not going to be the most efficient turning because the outside is still cool just like the inside is cool. It's not up to temperature yet where I want to get it all completely turned over. But I thought I'd repile it, see what it looks like, and it'll give me a little more insight into the situation. So let's see what happens. Well, I just got done repiling the compost pile, and I learned a few things from the process of doing it. Number one, right over here is the horseradish mound, and where the compost pile is now, right here, there was a low spot, and we've had a lot of rain lately. Now the compost pile was right over here, going right down parallel with it, almost right up against it. So we've had a fair amount of rain lately, and it's been cold, and a lot of the moisture sat right about where the compost pile is. So it didn't really go around the edges of it, it stayed there, and that maintained a higher moisture content. The other thing is there's more moisture than there should be. We shouldn't be over 50% moisture content in our compost. Ideally, I'd have a big silage tarp over the surface of it, especially like days like this. We're going to get the thunder showers and all. But we have such winds, and my tarps, it's just too much for me. Even with my wife helping me, she'd get lifted right up or just rip out of her hands. So those are two significant factors. What else did I learn? Well, it is decomposing. How do I know that? Well, some of there's lots of hay pats, you know, the sections of hay that comes out of a bale. A lot of those were just piled right in. The bales twines were broken, and they have broken down. You could see lots of mycelium in there. We could also see a lot of fruiting bodies coming up from some of the material. They're just emerging from under surface. The large conglomerates of straw and hay that were in the run-ins outdoors in the low sections that contained a lot of the mud, which were just big, huge chunks, well, they're breaking down. They're much smaller now, so it is breaking down. So there is decomposition going on in the pile. It's too wet. It was not in the ideal location because moisture had gathered there. It'd be, oh, here comes some wood chips. It'd be more ideal if I had a tarp over it, and I could decrease the moisture content down to about 50% or a little bit less. So what else did I notice with it? So mycelium, fruiting bodies, large conglomerates breaking down, and you could see I got off on part of it and did a squeeze test to see, does it form a tubular structure? Does water drip out of it? That's how I was able to know that there was just too much water in there. Well, there's a little thunder going on. There are a few cracks in the distance, and it's starting to rain, so I think I'll call it quits at this point. I'm real happy. As a result, I'm real happy I did turn it today, and I probably will, even if it rains, turn it more frequently as well. So I hope this was somewhat helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you think it was. I want to keep you posted on this pile, how the progress goes. I've never had such a challenge where it's taken me so darn long to get this pile really going, getting it up to temperature. But I am feeling a bit more optimistic. So thanks for watching, folks. Have a fantastic day, and don't get struck by lightning. Bye-bye now.